Hello, guys. Welcome back. I've done this before breakfast or anything. If I die today, I earned it, damn it. Okay. You know how well I've been getting on with the old man and Loki and everyone, and Odin keeps mentioning the H word, and I've spent all this time with exclusively Norse gods. Remember how we've talked about me having a horse totem? And I haven't spent a ton of time around horses, but I did used to go horseback riding. And you know when a horse is discontent. And you know when totem people are discontent. And I've kind of been pawing the ground and thinking, this is okay. And they're talking a lot of good game, but I'm not seeing anything happening, right? And I really thought that as I went exclusively Norse and as I started working on these temples with a wheel and I started my studies and I started my runes, something would happen, some little tell that I'm on the right path, some little blessing, something, anything. It could have been a flyer with Loki's name on it in the mail. I wouldn't have cared. Something to show me. I saw Pinterest, but you guys know I'm half atheist. I'm like, that could be algorithms. Same thing for YouTube. So, I'm kind of that doubting Thomas type too. So, I'm thinking about last night, and I'm thinking about last night, and I'm thinking of how much work am I putting into the old man's temple. It's going so slowly, guys. This is one of those temples where it's like I'm stuck in quagmire. It's going so slowly. I have no fucking idea why. I don't know if it's because we just don't have a lot of stuff in black, or it's that it's the nature of the god I'm designing for, or it's just that a lot of the stuff I'm making I have to build. Like I made a gallows yesterday in a graveyard and stuff like that. I have no idea, but it's going too fucking slowly for my taste. And so yesterday, because I decided, well, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna earn it. Well, late last night, I really laid into the old man. 1 second, guys. These gosh damn allergies. Sorry about that. And I really laid into the old man, and I said, "Look here, old man. You're the one who wanted to get me away from all other gods, including God. You're the one that wanted me exclusively for the Norse gods. Here's the whole list of stuff you used to challenge God on that you haven't done yourself." And people that worked or have ever worked with the old man are like, she really does want to die. And I said, here's all the work I've been doing for you lately. Here's all the work I've done for you in the years past. Have I gotten any of this back? And I said, don't claim anything the government does as your own work. Mammon tried that, remember? And I said, don't claim stuff that just happens as your own work. I said, I could be just better off without gods. Gods know I wouldn't be working on temples all the time. And I would have my time to myself. And I really laid into him. And I said, I don't think you're producing at the level I wanted. I said, you damn well know I have plans for Friday. And I said, if you're gods, if you can make things happen, you're either choosing not to, or you just don't think I deserve it or I need it. And, you know, I said, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of living like this, of it's always coming, it's always coming, it's always coming, wait, 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 wait. I said, I cook for you. I do all the service. You guys know my usual list of complaints. And I said, I build these temples and I get nothing in return. And I said, I've had enough of you. I've had enough of all of you. You always ruin my life like this. You take me away from all the other gods. Because if I'm going to die, it's going to be a worthy death. I said, you demand that I'm exclusively yours. You keep claiming you're my ultimate god, him or Loki. And I said, you make me so damn miserable. You don't return at a rate you know I'm happy with, and don't pretend that you don't know what I'll be happy with. And I said, I'm just tired of serving you. I don't even know if I like you or even believe in you anymore. And it's Odin's own damn fault for insisting I go out and read these heathen articles and study this stuff. And I'm like, I'm just not getting an acceptable rate of return on my investment here. And it's the horse totem person in me. I try to deny sometimes I have a horse totem. I don't know why. Horse totem person, I guess. And we need our freedom. We might love and be loyal to our family, but we need our freedom. And at least for this horse person, I don't care how nice my stall is. If you want me to be happy, you better have it warm when I need it to be, cool when I need it to be, have sweet smelling hay, have everything, every little treat I want to eat, have the whole 9 yards. I better be treated like a pedigree horse. This is what I want. This is what I feel I deserve because I'm your horse, right? Well, the Norse gods have a tendency of promising you all those things, and then they put you in this old drafty old stable, and there's mice running around, and you're stomping your feet, and they feed you, and it's okay, and then they put you out in this old dusty paddock, and after a while, you just kick down the stall door and you run away because I said, you're not taking care of me at the level I want. I want more. I told him I want more. And I said, I don't think there is a God out there who'll give me more, but that isn't going to stop me from wanting it. So I kicked down the stall door and I ran away. So if I die today, you know why. I deserve it. I truly earned it. I insulted the old man. I really lambasted him. And he just kind of stood there and looked at me like, I don't know why I put up with this with you. I really don't. I didn't want to stay. I said, I'm miserable. I said, you're not making me happy. You're not giving me at a rate of return. And I said, I can't. Here's the thing. When miracles come for, say, a Christian, they can say they can pinpoint it because they literally only believe in Christ, maybe the angels and saints. That's it. So they can pinpoint where everything in their life they truly believe comes from. For pagans, we've got a lot of choices. We've got everything from the atheist view of good and bad things just happen, and then we've got a view of good things can happen on their own, and then we've got the view of good things can happen through the agency of a god, but since they don't write their name on it and put a stamp on it, who knows where the hell it came from? Where'd the VR come from? Where'd the wolf necklace I got one time come from? Where'd the extra ring I got one time come from? And I said, those things are nice, but I don't think wanting to eat like a pizza on the week every weekend, even though it's not good for me, I don't think that's too much to demand. I don't eat the fast food anymore because it's lousy, but still, I'm like, I don't think a pizza every weekend is too big an ask. I don't think video games are too big an ask. I'm only asking for a budget, a small budget. I know me and video games, but still, I'm like $10 or $20 every week shouldn't be that big an ask. Um, say you guys know pizza ends up coming out to say 25, 30, and video games, say you gave yourself a budget of say, and I'm talking about a really modest budget because the trash games I played, like say 20 a week. I'm like, you can't give me an extra $50 a week in my life to go have some fun. And I couldn't stand it anymore, and I kicked down my barn door and I ran away. So that's where we are right now. So if I die mysteriously and suddenly, you know why. And I just, that's it. I'm never happy with it because Odin's the one that insists on the heathenry. I keep saying, why can't we live as a family? And then, even though I won't be happy, I'll just have to learn life's a punk like that sometimes. And when I'm not getting pizza every weekend or getting the video games I want, um, I'll just have to adjust to it. And I said, that's just the tip of the iceberg. We all know there's a big list of wants I have. And I said, you're never giving them to me. I said, you downplay and degrade every other god in existence, but I don't see you doing these things either. And you can imagine how well Odin takes that. And I also let Loki have it. And Loki just was kind of blinking at me. And I said, you took me away from a deity, whatever God called me away from God, that is said to be all powerful and said to be all knowing. And I said, true, 2020 doesn't do anything for his track record, but still, I said, at least they tell you, well, it's God's mysterious ways. I said, at least there's some false hope and there's some comfort there, and there's all these biblical passages of comfort. I said, there's really nothing comforting in the Have 'em All or the stories I can think of. And I said, I'm tired, man. You should have left me alone, you know? because at least with Christians, they'll go, well, pizza's not good for you. You shouldn't want pizza all the time. It's a sin. In video games, I said, you don't have that restraint, so why aren't you giving it to me? Do you not think I deserve it? Do you not think I'm, worthy some steady stream of entertainment? Pizza 1 day a week? Oh, pizza 1 day a week. And they're not going to meet my demands. And I'm like, I'm doing all this temple work. I'm doing all this stuff for you. So I kicked down the barn door and I ran away. And I know a lot of you are probably just, your jaws are on the floor because you're new. And the people that have been with the channel for a while are like, we wondered how long before this happened. So yeah, we can't get along for long, guys. You know that. Odin and I are either the best of friends and the closest of allies, or I'm not happy with the rate of return and I'm kicking down the barn door and running away. And Odin is stubborn as fucking hell. He's never going to give me what I want. I'm either going to learn to accept living with less than I think I deserve, or I'm just going to be perpetually chased down by Odin. But I felt he's getting tired. He's getting tired and it's getting too fucking much trouble to chase me down. So I feel other gods on the periphery like, she ran away again, good for her. And I came on today, and sometimes a thing's just a thing, but there was Scotland on being, and I'm like, yeah, Bravehearts! So I kicked down my stall door and I ran away. So, it's a thing of, I'm like, look, if we're going to do this gift for a gift bullshit, here's my list of demands, and you're not meeting them. So bye. And off I went. Off I went. And we did so much yesterday. I got down in game mode and wanted. I've been building this temple for a couple of days. It's going so fucking slow because everything has to be hand built. Um, and I'm just not thinking on getting anything in return. I really didn't think it was all that unreasonable to think that, for working hard all week on the temples, I earn the reward of some pizza every weekend and a few video games, say $5 to $10 worth of video games a week. Even $5, even like if I just had to get like 59-cent games, 49-cent games, fine, but something, man. Something. So, I know there are going to be a lot of people that are going to write angry comments about how dare you tell the gods your demands. Well, that's how heathenry works. I'm like, I told you I don't fit in this stupid system because if you're going to make a list of gifts in exchange, this is the very least of what I want. I'm not holding out for just pizza and video games, though that would be enough. There's a whole list of healings he used to throw in God's face. I'm like, I haven't seen you do bullshit either, old man. You're not going to either. You like to see your people suffer, don't you? And I just really let him have it. So I really shouldn't be saying that around the new pagans, but I do want you to see that established pagans get frustrated and angry too. That if we serve a god that likes to pick fights with and disparage other gods, and gods know Odin does that, at least around me, then we can feel free to say, hey, you're not doing it either. And just, we get disgusted and we walk off. Because I'm like, how much damn time do you need, old man? And I know my fortune will turn to shit because he doesn't have a compassionate bone in his body when you're not listening. And I know he will probably come after me, and I will just kick down the barn door again and run away, and the cycle will begin all over again. Eventually, he's going to get tired, and I'm not going to be worth it because he's going to decide, well, she always comes up with his list of demands. It's funny, it's like it's stuff I actually want, right? And she always comes up with this list of demands and runs away. Yeah, this is, I think, basic stuff. If any god drove up with a pizza today, and handed me some loot to go get some video games, I'd be like, you're my god. Any god out there, this is a invitation to the universe. Pizza, dude. Pizza, some soda, some breadsticks. I'm your woman. Every weekend, though. Video games. That's my basic list of demands. I want so much, right? There's a lot more, guys. There's actually a ton more behind the scenes that you're not hearing about. This is just the example I'm comfortable giving you. And if you feel God's not meeting your needs, and especially if you feel they're not meeting your basic needs, then you are free to run away. You are free to say nope, and they can keep chasing you, and you can just keep looking for God that will. This is why this always happens, because There's not that trust there. And I said, I'm sorry, I don't trust you. I don't trust you to meet my basic needs. I don't trust you to take care of me. So that, in reality, is what the fight was actually about, though that damn pizza is part of it. So I could order my own damn pizza today and go to atheist land. I might actually do that. I might go watch atheist videos today. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. And again, I don't make these videos to badmouth the gods or anything else, but I do want you guys to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. And there's going to be a lot of bad in your path. There are going to be times you're not going to know if the gods exist. There are going to be times that because a god insists on something, you're really not happy because you don't fit into it. There are going to be times when a god's going to say gift for a gift, at least if they're one of the heathen gods, and you're going to feel you're not getting any gifts in return. And you're going to say, you know what, fuck it. And you're going to walk off and you're going to be angry and hurt. And you're gonna, that was the part that was bothering me about reading all the heathen stuff is I know people lie and make up stuff, but everybody else just seems to get it and do it well, and I don't. I don't. I don't. I can fit in for a little while. I can fake it for a couple weeks, couple days, but in the end, I want to be free. I want to come and go as I please. I want to do what I want. I expect some return for my investment, and I'm not getting any return for my investment. And I'm like, I could have just taken a vow of poverty and served Jesus, and it would be the same exact results. I think I got a cheer. Loki knows I don't want any gods around, and yet at the same time, I don't care if it's Loki. He really doesn't act like a god around here, and it. I got, yeah, pizza! So you can see who's on my side, the little tiny fox prince. So if you guys like what you see, at least Loki's here, so there, you can end with that. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.